Hey guys! So this is a video to explain you exactly in what consists each team standard of all the three phases and how that translates to each sentence present in the monthly survey. Any doubt you can always ask Laura, MCVPTM in Portugal, and she will help you. Basically I'm showing you the Blue Code, which is a book for team leaders. It has a lot of knowledge and tips, but in this video we are going to focus on the team standards. Firstly, on the building phase, which is the beginning phase where people start to work together and understand who is in the team, what the team is about, and what it's set to achieve together, and what's their individual contribution. The following checklist is what your team leader has to assure that you receive, and obviously, if you are TL or VP, you have to assure your members. Transition. This standard means that before you can begin your work, the person whose role you are now taking should give you all the knowledge that they've gathered and the tools you will work with. The monthly survey sentence here is, I received knowledge and tools for me to do my job. Functional skills and core competence. In here, it's all about the actual functional knowledge that you need in order to be able to do the job. The monthly survey sentence here is, my TL/VP helped me to learn the operational work required. Team rules. Finally, in order for the team to have aligned expectations about each other, team rules, behaviors, and values have to be defined. The monthly survey sentence here is, in my team, we created team rules that we need to follow. Team purpose. About the team plan, this standard defines that you and your team have to define an ambition for yourselves, a sentence that shows exactly what the team want to achieve and intend to work for every day. The monthly survey sentence here is, my team created an ambition. Goals. In here, the team must define an achievable, measurable, and ambitious goal that they all will work in order to achieve. It is important to be coordinated with the intended goal for its area and of course for the whole LC. The monthly survey sentence here is, I am aware of my team's goal. Strategies. The whole team must be aware of the action plan and steps of what they need to do to achieve the previous goals they defined. The monthly survey sentence here is, I know what I have to do to achieve the goals we defined. GDs and timeline. Every member of the team must know the job description that is expected from him or her, meaning their responsibilities, what they are meant to do, and when they are meant to do it. The monthly survey sentence here is, my TL/VP showed me my job description, where I know my responsibilities and how to measure them. We are going to skip budget since this one is more in the level of VPs, so not so much as for the team leaders. Team development goals. The team must know how to understand how they can be a supporting system to everyone and how each other's work contributes to the common goal. The monthly survey sentence here is, each member of my team understands how to be a support system for each other. Initial LEA. On EXPA, all of the members must fill the leadership development assessment in which it states in which stage of the 4 leadership qualities the member is currently on. The monthly survey sentence here is, I filled the initial LDA. Personal development plan. Every month, the team leader has a one-to-one moment with his/her member, filling the PDP tool while doing it. In this moment, the two co-create an action plan for the following month, as they review the past one. This one is a start one, where they also plan the term goal as well. Then we go to the performing phase, where progress can be improved and tracked both for the team and individually. It's where operations actually happen and where competencies are developed on ground. Practical learning. We start with the first standard, where members learn by doing the actual work, moving from theory to practice. The monthly survey sentence here is, I learned my operational work, not only by theory, but by putting it into practice. Team working time. It is a standard to follow that the team must have a weekly moment to work together in order to achieve more results. They should work on their next steps, their priorities of the week, etc. The monthly service sentence here is, how many team working times did you have? Team incentive system. Every member must know that their work is being evaluated in terms of performance, values, competences, and therefore they'll be appreciated by it, according to an efficient system. The monthly service sentence here is, in my LC, we have a functioning reward and recognition system. Accountability system. As a member, he/she should be tracked down constantly in order to know his/her performance and plan versus achievement. The monthly service sentence here is, my TL/VP keeps tracking of my performance throughout tools and/or dashboards. About individual tracking meetings and also one-to-ones. These two standards ideally go hand in hand, since the first one has already been explained, and the second should occur in this moment as well, a space where the member reflects about his/her development and how to grow higher and better. The monthly service sentence here is, my TL/VP conducted with me the initial and the follow-up personal development plan. Team weekly, monthly, and quarterly review. The whole team must review their plan versus achievement of the month, their results, what went wrong, and what they will improve for the next month. We say month because it's the most ideally to do one each month. The monthly service sentence here is, I had a monthly review of our performance as a team. Lead spaces. In order for every member to go through the inner journey of our leadership development model, we have to facilitate a space where the member reflects and develops his/her values and leadership qualities. The monthly service sentence here is, in my LC, there was a space/session for me to reflect and therefore develop my leadership qualities, empowering others, solution-oriented, world citizen, and self-aware. Team meetings. Weekly, the whole team must have checkpoints to align their work, their expected next steps, and to review how to reach their goal. The monthly service sentence here is, how many team meetings did you have? Team days. For a team to work its best, it must have a good environment between the colleagues. Therefore, the team should have informal moments and activities that makes the members and the team connect better with one another. A moment to bond and therefore perform its best. The monthly service sentence here is, I had a moment with my team to bond, not work related. Feedback. This standard is about receiving feedback about your behaviors or performance in the team, suggestions on how you can improve yourself as a person or professionally. It's important to give and receive constructive feedback in order to continuously improve one's performance. The monthly service sentence here is, I received constant feedback from my TL. Finally, in the last phase, we have the closing phase, in which teams and the individual debrief on the experience in terms of development and results and suggest next steps. This is the stage when transition happens. Reporting on results. In this standard, the team must review on their last term, reviewing on their achievements and non-achievements and main learnings, all in terms of performance. The monthly service sentence here is, we reviewed our term in terms of performance. Team development review. This standard is connected with the last one, but instead of being in terms of performance, it's about their development as a team, their connection and their dynamic. The monthly service sentence here is, we reviewed our term, but in terms of our performance as a team, our connection. Final feedback. The feedback the member receives in the closing phase is about the overall activity of that person in the team he/she has been part of, and includes suggestions of improvement points for the next experiences the person will take inside or outside Isaac. Very similar to the one in the performing phase, but as a final feedback in order for them to improve for whatever is the next step in in their lives. The monthly service center series, my TL provided me with constructive feedback for future improvement. Knowledge and skills transition. This is a part where you need to make sure to transmit every knowledge that you've gathered in your last experience to the person who will take on your role next. The monthly service center series, I've passed on my knowledge I gathered from my last experience to the person who will take on my role. Documents and tools transition. On the same line of thought as the last standards, the next person taking on the role must have all the documents and tools needed for she is able to do the work. The monthly service center series, I've passed on the tools I used to work with to the person who will take on my role. Suggestions for next steps and way forward. Still in transition, this part is all about making sure that tips and suggestions are also transmitted, not only the functional and operational knowledge. The monthly service center series, I passed on tips and suggestions to my successor. Final LDA. On EXPA, all of the members must fill the leadership development assessment, in which it states in which stage of the 4 leadership qualities the member is on, after the experience is finished, to be able to compare the scores from the initial LDA to the scores at the end of the experience in this role. The monthly service center series, I filled the final LDA. Final personal development plan. The final personal development plan, where they plan the next steps of the member's ISAC career and a debrief reviewing his/her term. The monthly service center series, my TL conducted with me a final PDP. So this is it. If you still have doubts, please question the MCVPTA in Portugal, and also make sure to read the Blue Code, which is a lot of knowledge that it will be helpful for you